want to take a seat about mid-chair so that half of my thigh is on my chair and my knees are pointing forward. My shoulders are right over my hips. We're not leaning back in the chair if you can help it. If you need that support for your spine because you just slouch, if you don't do that otherwise, then of course take what you need. And that goes for every single thing we're going to do. There'll be some things that feel awkward in a good way. And just knowing yourself that I'm going to challenge myself. And then there'll be that awkward, but not such a good way. Opt out of that. And I also usually can offer up some other recommendations on the poses that I know are generally, need some help for a variety of us. But for starters, feet planted on the ground, palms down on the tops of your thighs. Sit up nice and tall, and then draw your shoulders up by your ears so you get a little more length to the sides of your waist, and then draw those shoulders down your back, and then just let them hang, but they're a little bit pressing down, so you feel like you're creating a little length into your neck. Find that awareness of your skull being right between your shoulders. So sometimes we can turtleneck or do something a little kooky. So if you can see yourself in the screen, see that it's perfectly level, and then close your eyes and close your lips. I'm going to talk for a little bit, but keeping your eyes closed, just hear the words. What we want to do is just take our attention and bring it inward. So with the eyes closed, you're not looking at that screen, you're not looking around your house, you're not getting distracted by the time or anything that is calling your attention, just focusing on how you feel inside your body, inside your mind, inside your heart. And ideally through the practice of yoga, we're going to try to sync all those things up together so that we have this unified front that we can present to the world. Our mind connects with our heart connects with our body, and so on and so on. So we'll start by breathing, nice, slow, controlled breaths. With the eyes closed, lips closed, take a breath in through your nose and see if you can fill up a little bit deeper into the lungs than you normally do when you breathe. And then a nice, slow exhale, letting all that air empty from your lungs, and even give it a little push out at the bottom so there's really nothing left in there. We'll do that a few more times, filling up nice, slow, deep, full breaths. And then exhaling, long, slow emptying of the lungs. Do that a few more times and start to pay attention to how that feels. How does it feel when you expand your lungs fully? How does it feel when your body receives this extra bit of air? And then on the other side of that, how does it feel to let go and release and soften into your body? And just finding that buoyancy of your breath, the air coming in like a wave, and then the air leaving your body like a wave heading back out to sea. And just take about 2 more of those. And we'll try to breathe like that while we're moving as well. So that keeps the mind in the game. It keeps the movements going nice and slow, keeps us present. And then last breath, see if you can sit up a little bit taller. And feel free to open your eyes, but I'm pretty good at giving verbal directions. So if you can do this with your eyes closed, it's a really nice way to just keep that attention turned inward. Sitting up tall, drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Nothing else is moving. You're just leaning to the shoulder with your right ear. And that's getting a nice stretch along the left side of your neck. Take your left hand and hold on to the bottom of your chair. So that's just going to give you a little bit of support so that you can feel like you can lean your head even more to the right side. Some of you might like a little more pressure, and you can take your right hand and just let it rest on the side of your forehead. If that, we're not pressing down and jamming our head towards the shoulder, but just adding the weight is to create that stretch. And we'll take 2 long, slow breaths into that. And the operative word is let. Let your body receive the stretch. Think of not doing the stuff, not achieving or performing, but letting our body experience it. If your right hand is on your head, bring your hand back to your lap, bring your head back up to neutral, both hands on your lap, and just slowly shake your head no, just to kind of relieve tension. Chin to shoulder, side to side. Now we're going to take care of that on the other side. Expect it to go totally different. The neck is a very asymmetrical creature to our bodies. Your left ear towards the left shoulder. This one might be a little stickier how you slept, or maybe just feels really loose. Stay there, sitting up tall. Take your right hand, hold on to the bottom of your chair so that gives you a little permission, a little more stability to let that head lean a little more left. And decide if adding the left hand on the forehead makes sense. Sometimes one side it feels really good and the other not so much. So listening to your body today, not maybe next time that felt really good, but today.
On your screen though, because she's not very good with cats.
So allow yourself just to feel that stretch. Breathing deep into the sensation. Taking one more breath. And then if your hand's on your head, go ahead and remove it, placing your hand onto your lap, both of them, with your chin nice and neutral. Again, taking your head, looking right and left with your chin to loosen that up a little bit. And from there, we're going to take our chin up and down. And I'm hearing somebody talking. So I think one of you at least has your phone, your computer still not on mute. If you could put that on mute so it doesn't disturb the class, that'd be wonderful. We're just taking the chin up and down, loosening up that neck. And then eventually coming to a nice still place, and we'll just roll the shoulder a couple of rounds. Get some nice deep shoulder rolls, loosening things up. Start to add a little bit more into our body now. So sitting up nice and tall, feet are planted, more or less your feet are right below the knees. Arms, take them straight out wide. Take a big old inhale to open up your chest. And then bring your hands behind your head. So we're sitting up, hopefully not leaning back in that chair, having to rely upon our core strength to hold us up. Elbows are pointing straight out to the side. Plant your feet, you're gonna need that for stability. Tilt over to the right side. Make sure you're not leaning so far that you feel like you'll fall off your chair. And then come up through center and do that on the left side. Notice if you're holding your breath. We're gonna do this a few times. So don't you worry, it's gonna feel a little more natural in a second. Come on up, take it over to the right. Bring it back up, looks really good to me. Take it to the left. And then come up through center. Now we're gonna change the direction of how we turn. We're gonna rotate. So turn to the right, still have your hands behind your head. And then come through center and turn to the left. This is a rotation, it's a twist. We're moving in the transverse plane of the spine. Do one more to the right, and don't you worry, we're gonna do this a bunch more, so if you're feeling like you're not getting enough, you will. We'll get a few more tries at this, and one more time left. And then back to center. Now, sitting nice and tall, can you lift your right knee up, and then put that foot down, your left knee up, put it down, right one, and then the left one. And now as you raise your right knee, bring your elbows together, see if maybe you can touch it, and then place it down as you lift yourself up, and do the left side. Elbow can touch it, just try your best. That's all we can ask of ourselves. Open up those elbows, one more each side. So I hope you are a fan of the number 4, because we're doing a lot of things in 4s today. Elbows to knee, and then up we go. We're starting from the very beginning. Lean to the right side. Make sure you're breathing. Use your exhale to pull yourself up. Inhale, go to the left side. Use your exhale to pull yourself up. Do that again. Right side, back to center, left side, back to center. Now we're going to the twists. Turn right. Try to keep your hips stable. Don't let your hips swivel. Left. So we're just isolating the movement to our spine. We're going right again. We're going left again. Really looks good, everybody. Back to center, stay where you are. Raise your right knee. If you can't, maybe lift the heel of your right foot. Just lift that leg somehow off the ground. Put it down. Doing the left one. Putting it down. Doing the right one. Putting it down. Doing the left one. Putting it down. Now when we're bringing our elbows to the knee. Come on back. Elbows towards the knee. Maybe they touch. Bring them back. Here's number 3. Let's do it again. Bring it on in. Bring it back. Bring it on in. Bring it back. We're going to do this again, but let's give our shoulders a break here. First, open your arms wide. Maybe look up towards the sky. And then cross your elbows. Give yourself a hug. Reach for your shoulder blades. And just rotate those elbows side to side. Wiggling that spine. Getting those rib cage muscles to stretch. Really looks good. Notice which elbow you have on top. So we'll open up those arms and a big ol' inhale, look up with your chin if you can, and then cross that opposite elbow over. And then wiggle, 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 the side to side movement. And we'll do that again. Remember, we got lucky 4 today. Open up the arms, reach up, pick an elbow, cross it on top. This time, really tuck your chin into your chest and move those ribs side to side. And then here's our last one of these. Open up those arms. Maybe you look up and arch your back, opposite elbow crossing in front. Give a little wiggle side to side. Beautiful job. Use a nice smooth inhale to open your arms straight out wide. And we're going one more time through with the hands behind our head. Sit up even taller if you can. Lean to the right. Hold that for a moment. Plant into your feet so you feel very stable in your lower body. Excellent. Come through center. Left elbow dips down. Nice long spine. Try not to round into your lower back. Come on back up. Last time to the right. Bring it on back. Last time to the left. Bring it on back. Now we're turning, twisting. Try to bring your elbow towards the monitor. And then back through center. And now twisting to the left. And then back through center. Last time like this to the right. Bring it through center. Last time like this to the left. Beautiful. Back to center, holding the arms. Lift the leg or lift your heel. Put it down. Do the left one. Put it down. Make sure you're breathing. Inhale, it's up. Exhale, it's down. Last left one up. This last 4 is now where you're going to try to reach your elbows towards the knee. Tuck in and then pull up. And number 2, tuck in and pull up. And then number 3, here's our last one on the right. And lift your chest. And the last one on the left. And lift your chest. Beautiful. Stretch your arms out wide. And then reach behind and grab your chair. You can grab your forearms, your wrists, whatever you can find behind your back on the other side of your chair back. I'm actually hooking my fingers like this. If you can do that, that's great. Then you get something to hold on to. And then find another little back bend. You can, sticking your chest out, maybe even kind of sticking your butt out a little bit so you find the small of your back arching. One more breath here. And then unraveling those arms, we're going to move on to our next sequence with 4 moves, doing them 4 times. Take a cactus arm. So your elbows are in line with your shoulders. Your wrists are right vertically above your elbows. We'll take our elbows and bring them together 4 times. Once, twice, 3 times. And then here's our 4th time. See if you can even get the elbows and the wrist to touch. Open them up. Now bring your arms straight up over your shoulders. This time when we do the side bend, reach down with your right hand, hold the chair leg or the bottom of your chair or something so you can take a bigger lean to the right. You've got something to hold you, so lean as far as you can. We're just going to do 1 on the right on the sequence. Both arms come on up. Big inhale, reach up to the sky. And then the left arm reaches down for something on your chair. If you can hold the leg, that will let you slide a little farther to the left. Take a big side stretch to your left side. Awesome. Inhale, both arms back up over your shoulders. Now you're twisting. Right arm goes behind your chair. Hold it. Left arm is going to go to your outer right knee. Hold on to your leg and use both of your arms to rotate your shoulders. Try to get your right shoulder pointing straight behind you and your left one pointing straight to your camera. To get out of it, swing those arms up overhead. Inhale as you come up over your head with those arms. And then do the other side. Grab your chair back with your left hand. Grab your left thigh with your right hand. Use those arms to pull you over to the side. Take a deep breath. Both arms are going to come up over your shoulders as you come out of this one. A forward fold, like you have something important in your hand. Reach it all the way forward and then bring your fingertips down to your legs, wherever you can hold them, your feet, your ankles, your shins. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Then slide your hands up your legs on top of your thighs so you're sitting up, all the way up. And let's do that again, everybody. Open the arms out, cactus arms. Let's just do 2. Elbows touch, palms touch. Open them back. Use an exhale to bring them together. And then bring them back. Beautiful. Both arms just go straight up towards the sky. Right arm down to the bottom of your chair somewhere. Take a side bend, lean to the right. Both arms up on an inhale, so the movements flow from one to the next. And then the exhale, grab your chair so you can lean to the left. And then inhale, both arms are coming over your shoulders. You're gonna turn now, grab your chair with your right hand, your leg with your left. Keeping it moving, both arms up, reaching up. Take that twist to the other direction. Grab your chair, grab your leg, turn and rotate. Bringing it straight back up over your shoulders. Sit super tall. Try to keep your spine long as you reach forward, forward, forward. Put your hands down on your legs, your feet, your ankles, your shins. Bow your chin in towards your chest. Roll your hands up along your shins, over your knees, and onto the tops of your thighs so you're up. And let's just go one more time. We got a lot to get to today. Arms out wide, cactus arms. Make those shoulder blades press down. Activate your fingers 2 times. Elbows in, elbows out. Elbows in, elbows out. Nice. Arms straight up. Inhale. Right arm down to the bottom of your chair. Hold on to it. Lean into your exhale. Both arms up. Come on the inhale. Left arm down. Hold your chair. Exhale as you side bend into it. Looking good. The inhale is bringing those both arms over your head again. The twist now for the last time for now. Grabbing your chair back, using that left arm to rotate your spine. Inhale, we're taking the arms up again. And going to the left twist. Reach for your chair, reach for your thigh, look across that shoulder. Here we go, both of those arms coming up again, straight up over those shoulders. Plant your feet, reach forward, 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 forward. This time we're gonna hang out down there. So however you wanna place your hands on your feet, your shins, even put your forearms on your thighs. Tuck your chin towards your chest. I'm gonna pull myself up and see what I can see here. Yep, stay down there, just breathe into it. I'm just lifting myself so you can hear my voice. Maybe you can move your head a little bit, shaking it, letting the neck release some. Maybe you can give a little bit of a pull if you're getting the response from your body that it's welcoming, a little more stretch. Just take one really deep, full breath that you feel that breath coming into the backs of your lungs. And then on nice, slow exhale, rolling yourself up. You can let your hands slide along your shins, up over your knees and onto the tops of your thighs. Awesome. Use your chair to help scoot your butt a little bit closer to the edge. And then we're gonna walk the feet out into like a little, like a plie if you've had a dance class. In yoga, this is called a horse pose. So you think like we're riding a horse around the saddle. If you can, get down on your elbows. Otherwise, your palms are fine, but you want to use your arms to pry your legs open. So press out to the baby toe edges of your feet and let your chest come forward so you're feeling a stretch in your inner thigh. If you can come down onto your right elbow, push that right knee open and look over that left shoulder. So turning your head and leaning your head back so that that right thigh is opening, leaning back away from it with your torso. And then we'll just change positions. You can go onto your right hand at your knee, take your left hand to the forearm, and go onto the left thigh with that forearm and look across that right shoulder. Just pushing the knee open actively as you're leaning your head back. And then we're going to come back to center. If you can get down a little bit lower and really push those knees out, just really widening out those knees. That's it. Beautiful. Just feel that outer thighs opening, the inner thighs opening, the feet are still flat, get a little stretch to the hips, the inner thighs, the low back. Take one more breath there. And then we're gonna come on back up. And now while you're upright with the legs wide, take your right hand and slide it down as far down your right leg as you can hold onto that leg. I'm going right over my calf and holding just below my calf. Maybe you need to keep your hand at your knee. Take your left arm, stretch it out, and then turn, like you're turning and trying to reach somebody, take that left elbow, bend it, put it behind your head, lean back a little bit. Now take your left elbow, rotate it towards your right knee. And we'll do 4 of those. So on an inhale, open that elbow back up, look back if you can. And then on an exhale, roll that elbow towards your knee. Here's the second one. And then inhale, open it up, peel back, maybe you can get a deeper twist. And then here's our last one, exhale, drop it down, and then reach it up. Stay here for a second, really let your head lean back. And then we're just gonna sit ourselves upright, come out of that one for a second. Do some little shoulder rolls, loosen up that spine, nice. Anything else that you might feel like doing that I'm not offering, feel free to move like your body asks for. And then we're gonna take it all again. So get down onto that left elbow, place into that palm right behind your against your shin, your calf, wherever you can hold on to. Reach with that right arm, extend it if you can, lean back a little bit so you feel that tension, and then bend your right elbow, placing that hand behind your head. You don't have to look in that direction. If your neck is stiff this morning, place your neck in a position that feels good for you. And then 4 times, right elbow coming down towards your left knee. Inhale, peel it back open and lean back. Exhale, elbow to knee, number 2. Inhale, peel it right open. Here's our third one, press it down. Pull it back up and lean back. And the last one, number 4, down you go. And then up, and we're gonna lean back here, lean, 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 lean. One last breath. And then beautiful, bring yourself back on upright. You can place your hands on your thighs, give some more shoulder rolls. And then we're gonna walk our feet back up underneath us. Find that positioning on your chair where maybe a little bit of your thigh is more on the chair than you had, so scooching back a little bit. Take both of your hands and cup underneath your right knee and lift that right knee. Try to let your leg be held by your arms if that's available to you, and just use your arms to move a circle of your hip. So if you can't get a big range of motion, just find that seating on your, where you're seated on your butt, on your chair, where you can get as much range of motion as you can manage. Now you can keep doing this, or maybe you let go of your left hand and hold the bottom of your chair and just do it with your right hand. Or now maybe you can take your right hand and hold the bottom of your chair and just do that without any hand movement. So pick your poison, pick which one works for you, and we'll just take 2 more rotations. Excellent. Place that foot down on the mat, lift your both heels and put them down. Both heels, put them down. Heels lift, heels lower, heels lift, heels lower. Now tap your heels together, just tap, 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 tap. Get it so that the muscles of your legs are jiggling. Hard as you can, like we're antsy. Tap, 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 tap. We'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Be still, close your eyes, see what you feel. Sometimes there's a little buzzing sensation, there's a little energetic release through the fascia and some of our energy channels, they call them meridians in yoga and other areas. Just feel that energy coursing through your body. And we'll take this on the other side. Use both hands to start. Check out the left leg. Sometimes one side is very different than the other. It's pretty common. Hold it. Let your leg be held by your arms and start rotating the thigh. Just move it in a big circle. Any range of motion. Make it as big or as small as you need to. If you can lose the right hand and just keep using your left arm to move that leg, great. Maybe you can try doing it without any hands. Hold the chair with both hands and just rotate around any degree that's available to you. Take 2 more full circles. And then we'll place that foot down. But you can hold on to the bottom of the chair, either just like last time, lifting your heels up and down, or now picking your feet up and tapping them. Just tap, 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 tap. Get it to be a little jarring to kind of wake up your body. We'll go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, again, 1. Close your eyes, pause, relax your hands on your lap, feel that sensation. Just notice what you feel. Awesome, everyone, beautiful. Moving on. You can use your hands if you need to pick up that right leg, but this time we want to get that ankle to cross over the knee of your left leg. So sometimes moving that left foot a little bit into the center makes that more accessible. If you're very tight in the joints of your hip or knee, and this is just not possible for you today, you're going to cross your legs like you're sitting normally cross-legged. Doesn't matter, just pick one that feels comfortable where you can take those nice deep fluid breaths. And then we'll start by bowing towards your leg, but we're not staying. Just drop your head down and then roll yourself up. And then drop yourself down and roll it up. Magic number 4, we're doing 4 of these. Here's our third one. Exhale as you drop down. Inhale as you roll up. Last time like that, exhale, drop down. Inhale, roll up, and now we'll drop down and hold it. So find a place where you can hold. You might need to change your hands. I'm going to bring my forearms to my shin and just allow myself to rest. If you're pretty close with your forehead towards your ankle or your shin, you can go onto your elbows and make like a little prayer hand and let your third eye rest up against your thumbs. That's a nice way to support your neck and still get that stretch. Just pick something that makes sense for you, that you can deeply breathe and hold the stretch. Try to be still. If there's a little bit of movement that's you need to adjust to make it comfortable, great, but then find the position where you can just hold and receive the stretch. We'll take 3 more breaths. Slow in, slow out. Another slow breath in. Long, slow breath out, and see if this last one can be even fuller into the lungs. Fill up those lungs, and maybe you can drop a little closer to your leg as you empty your lungs. Slowly roll your body upright, and then we will all cross our thighs. So adjust your left leg accordingly so that your thighs are touching each other. You're gonna bring your left forearm across your right thigh. And again, grabbing your right chair back with your right hand, another spinal twist. While you're like this, take your chin and look over your left shoulder. So we're gonna get a 2 for 1 here. We're gonna twist our spine and then also get that neck into a little stretch. And a little pressure with that left arm against your right leg is gonna open up that outer right thigh. 1 more breath. Stay there for the exhale. Beautiful job. Carefully move out of that pose. Unravel your legs. You're going to take the other side. So picking up your left leg, use your hands to set that ankle on top of the knee. If that's not happening today, you're crossing your legs. We're all going to be there eventually. So pick something that feels like a stretch for you and it's attainable and it's not overwhelming. 4 times we'll bow down towards that left thigh. So on an exhale, drop your head towards your leg. On an inhale, roll yourself up. Number 3, counting down, exhale. Inhale, roll up. Beautiful job. We got 2. Drop it down. Use that inhale to pull yourself up. And the 4th one where we're rolling the spine down and up. And then bringing it up. With this next one, we're going down. And once we're down there, make some adjustments if you need to that you can relax. Maybe the hands change position. Maybe this is the one where you can get your thumb to rest against your third eye or just tuck your chin towards your chest. Take those nice deep fluid breaths into your lungs here. Let's go. Full inhale. Long, slow exhale. Feel the weight of your body soften and get a little heavier with gravity on that exhale. We're doing 2 more of those. A nice, smooth inhale. Long, slow exhale. Taking one more just like that, big old inhale. Long, slow exhale. And then rolling yourself upright, getting right on top of your hips. Once you feel your shoulders, hips, and head are all in a nice straight vertical line, slide that left leg across so you're sitting cross-legged. Adjust your right leg so it feels comfortable. Your foot's flat. You're gonna reach back with your left hand, grab your chair, use your right forearm, press it up against your right thigh, left thigh, and then look over your left shoulder to start. And then stay where you're at, look over your right shoulder, keeping the twist, and just breathe right there. One more full inhale. One more slow exhale. Nice, everybody. Come on out of that twist, unravel your legs, circle those arms right out to the sides. Big inhale to bring them all the way up over your shoulders. Have your palms touch each other, and then we'll bring in our hands down to our heart center. Here's where we're gonna stand up. If you're not standing up in today's class, you'll take your legs and go into this wide position like we did, and you can do exactly what we're doing on your bottom, sitting on your chair. If you're standing up, take your time getting off your chair, walk around to back side of it so that you're standing right behind your chair, still facing the camera so we can see that you're doing things safely. If you're not standing, you're seated and you're opening up your legs. Once you get to your position where you're standing behind your chair, take your feet and join the people who are seated by simulating that. You're just gonna hold onto the back of your chair and bend your knees. Excellent. Keep holding onto your chair. Raise your right arm up. Put it down. Raise your left arm up. Put it down. Everybody straighten out your knees unless you're seated. Nice. Beautiful. Let's try it again. Drop your knees. Bend your knees. Drop your hips. Let's go left arm up. Reach it up. Bring it down. Right one up. Bring it down. Excellent. Straighten out those knees. Press. So these are little squats, right? Here we go. Bend those knees. Doing it again. We're going to add in something more challenging this time. Right arm up. Put it down. Left arm up. Put it down. If you can, both arms up. And if you can't, pick one arm that you can. Beautiful. Put it down. The hands. Straighten your knees. Good. Take a moment. Use that as a moment to refresh. Here we go. Bend the knees. Left arm up. Bring it down. Right arm up. Bring it down. Both arms up if you can. If not, do the other arm. Hang on and breathe. Beautiful. Hands on the backs of your chair. Stand up. Beautiful. Stay right there for a second and just shift your hips side to side. Wiggle things out. And then we're going to keep our hands on the chair and just do some squats. So if you're seated, I can't quite tell, but I think most of you are standing. If you're seated, you can put your hands on your thighs and lean forward and back while we're going through down and up. Down and up. Good. See if you can bend a little deeper. Down and up. Down. Use your exhale to straighten your knees. Use your inhale to lower those hips. Exhale, straighten. Here we go for 4. Straighten it up. 3. Straighten it up. 2. Straighten it up. And number 1. Straighten it up. You stay right where you are. I'm going to come in front of my chair so you can see me. You don't change, but put your hands on your hips. You're in this wide stance and see if you can draw a figure 8. Just take your hips in a little figure 8. So the knees are a little bit bent and you're just kind of turning those hips in a little number 8. Infinity sign. Yep. Let's try to isolate it that it's more hips, less shoulders, and then change the direction. Just a little wiggle of those hips. Excellent. And then we're going to take one more squat. This is our big push here today. Bend your knees, put your hands on your chair, stay right where you are. One last time, take your right arm up, and now take your left arm up. And let's see if we can hold. If it gets to be too much, put your hands down or even straighten out your knees. Let's see if we can breathe. One breath in. 2 breaths in. Last breath, I promise you. Inhale. Maybe you need your hands on the back of your chair. Maybe you can straighten your legs without those hands. Excellent, everybody. Put the hands on your chairs. Walk those feet underneath you. And then just begin a little march in place, picking up your feet, standing in place. And then take a little march to the side of your chair. If you're not standing up, you stay right where you are, but bring your legs together so you're seated with your knees right over your ankles. Those of us standing, we're going to hold the chair with our left hand, but we're right beside it. All of us, seated or standing, take that right arm and reach it over your head and lean a little bit to the left so your hips might shift a little to the right. And then when you come out of it, let that right arm just swing in front of your body. And we'll do that 3 more times. Lean. And then let that right arm just swing and drop like a pendulum. Here's number 3. Beautiful. Bring it back. Make this last one be the biggest one yet. Number 4, and it's the last one. Bring it back. Fantastic. Put your right hand on your hip. We're going to hold the chair pretty good with that left hand. And see if you can take the right foot and go on the ball of your foot. Try balancing on one leg. I'll show you a couple of options. This is enough. Just coming onto the ball of one foot and playing with taking your left hand off the chair back is level 1. Level 2 would be putting the ball of your right foot on top of your left foot. So that now you've got like one leg that you're standing on, and then you'll play with trying to pick that left foot up. Next level, use your right hand and hold your knee in front of you. That one's really, really tricky. And then maybe you can get that hand to hover. And if you're feeling really strong, maybe that hand can go on your hip. So you're not using anything, but that chair is there for you to put your hand down anytime you need. Let's see if we can hold here for 3 breaths. 2 breaths. Last breath. Nice, beautiful. Placing the feet down. Circle your arms to the sky. Big inhale. Palms touch. Bring those hands down to the heart. And then take a little march in your legs, going over to the left side. Pick up your feet. We're just exaggerating this walk so that you can just get a little bit more movement into your body. And here we are on the left side of the chair. Your right hand's holding onto that chair back for support, standing up nice and tall. If you're seated, you're doing the arm movement with us. That left arm is going to circle up as you lean a little away from your chair. And then let it pendulum swing down in front of your hips. And then here we go, number 2. And then a little pendulum back. And here goes number 3, maybe a little bit bigger. Drop that arm, let it swing, let the joint be relaxed. Last time, make it your biggest one yet. And then bringing it on back. Fantastic. And then now different leg is going to balance differently. It's the same for everyone. Don't beat yourself up if this is your tricky side. Hand on your hip, just get comfortable standing tall. Maybe come up onto the ball of that left foot so the heel's lifted. Play with picking up that hand if that feels pretty secure. Maybe you try it where you're touching the top of your foot against the right foot. So I'm putting my foot on top. Then maybe I'm going to grab that knee with my left hand and hold it up and play with that there, maybe getting the hand to go to your hip. So just work at your level today, always, always. And just doing your best without beating yourself up. This is what I got. I'm always giving 100%. 40% might be my 100% today. And that's just how it goes. And breathe 2 more breaths. I see some good things happening out there. 1 more breath. And then we're carefully putting those both feet on the ground. Big circle up on your arms. Palms touch. Hands to your heart center. If you're standing, you'll do what I'm going to do. If you're seated, let me get you set up. Legs are going to go wide, and you're just simply going to drop your body between your legs. I'll show you that in a second, but Downward dog for the rest of us. This is where you walk around to the back of your chair, put your hands on your chair, and step back so that you're getting a stretch into your spine. So you can look at the camera if you need to see what I'm doing. The arms are trying to fully extend. Put some bend in your knees. We're not going anywhere with this one. We're just gonna hold the positioning and find your breathing. So this is what we call downward dog in chair yoga. And if you're not doing that as a standing version, you're in a wide-legged straddle and you're just in a forward fold, holding either your legs or fingertips on something underneath you, tucking your chin and just getting that stretch to your back. So we'll do 3 of these, meaning we'll come out of the pose and then return. Take one more breath when you're posed. And then if you're standing, look at the back of your chair so you can see where you're going. You're just gonna walk up to the chair. If you're seated, sit yourself upright. We're all just gonna circle our arms up overhead. Touch those palms. Use your exhale to bring your hands to your heart. And then go back into the pose. Hold on to the chair back, step back. Or drop your chest down between your legs. Take a big stretch, let your butt stick back, your arms extend. Look straight down at the ground if you're comfortable. That's gonna keep your neck in alignment. You don't need to look up at your chair whatsoever. In fact, lengthening your neck by looking down would be better for you. You'll be able to breathe a little easier and it's certainly gonna feel friendlier on your neck. Take one more breath, everybody. If you're in down dog standing, look at your chair back so you can start to walk towards it. If you're seated and folding, roll yourself upright. So we're all sitting head over shoulders. Circle those arms to the sky. One breath up, palms touch, hands to your heart. Last and final time, downward dog, whatever version you're doing, walking the feet back or bowing between your legs, dropping those hips back, aligning the spine, taking a nice deep breath. One more breath here. And then looking at your chair back to walk up to it or rolling yourself upright, getting all the way up. We'll finish the sequence out by circling the arms up to the sky, palms touch, hands come to the heart center. Finishing things out back on our chair, everybody. One last little set of stretches before we call it a day here. Have a nice good seat on your chair. Both knees bent. Take your time. I'm just going to keep things moving because everyone's working at their level. Take your right leg and just extend it out. So you may need to scooch a little forward on your chair to get that right leg to fully extend out. Use your left hand to hold the front of your left knee. So you're going to use your left side to stabilize your body, your core. We'll take our right arm, reach it up towards the sky. On an exhale, reach for your toes. Maybe it's just your shin, doesn't matter. On an inhale, bring it back up again. 4 times we're doing this. Exhale, reach for your toes. Here's number 3, sweep it up. Use your breath, inhale up. Exhale, reach for your toes. Here's the last one up. And then the last one down to stay there. So just keep the fold over your leg. Tuck your chin towards your chest. You can adjust your left arm any way you want. I'm moving to my forearm. That feels a little more comfortable to me. Letting your chin relax towards your chest. Just getting a stretch in the back of that right leg, the lower spine. Relax your shoulders. Take a couple of breaths. Last full inhale here. Use your hands or any means possible you need to get yourself upright on your seat. Beautiful job. Slide that right foot in so you're seated with both knees bent, just going to the other side, extending that left leg. Scooch wherever you need to on your chair to feel like that left leg can be extended and you're not going to fall off. Hold onto your knee with your right hand. Just use that as a little bit of a crutch. We can reach that left arm up really tall. Big inhale, 4 times. Reach out towards your toes. Little bend in your left knee is always nice. Inhale up. You can even put a bigger bend if you need. Here's number 3. Exhale, tap your toe, your shin, your knee, whatever you can reach. Inhale, we're up. Here goes round 3. Bring it on up. And our last and final round, this is the one where you're gonna stay down there. Just relax into it, adjust your right arm any way that's gonna make that a comfortable, relaxed stretch, not straining, not cramming, not pulling, not doing, but trying to let your body receive that stretch. Focus on breathing in and out, slow, deep breaths. Here's our last inhale, everybody. And then again, any means possible, take your time bringing yourself upright onto your seat. Sliding that left leg back, be comfortable on your seat, hands on your laps. We're going to turn our palms up for this last little bit. This is a gesture of receiving. Lift the shoulders up by your ears one more time. Let them drop back down. Close your eyes. Head is nice and long up off those shoulders. Neck is long. Feel your yoga. So there's not many things you can do in life where you spend a little bit of effort and you get to feel the results immediately. And I think yoga is one of those ones. If not stretched out and feeling a little stronger, just maybe a little more present, a little more calm, a little less stressed. So we'll keep our eyes closed and take 2 more breaths. Our final breath together as a class. You can open your eyes or keep them closed. Sweep your arms out and around and over your head on an inhale. The last big stretch up to the sky. Touching those palms, feeling grateful. Got to move our bodies this morning. Got to breathe fresh air into our lungs. Bring those hands to the heart. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing. I hope you feel wonderful.